The TV news in Sabah, Malaysia shows Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu and STEMSEL's certificate of collaboration in the online signing ceremony on the 11th of August 2020 to increase graduate employability by training students to develop individual stem cell AI social businesses as well as startup case studies.
Assalamualaikum to one and all in Sabah and all listening in. And in particular, I'd like to greet Technologies Zainab Binti Osman, Director Polytechnic KK, and Nur Hanum Binti Awang, Deputy Director of Academic, Captain Technologies Muhammad Shadikin bin Awang Adi, Deputy Director of Academic Support, Head of Corporate Industry Services Employability Center, Technologies Dr. Jason William Vitals, and obviously not forgetting one of the very important person is Benir Simon, sir, the lecturer, who we first met at Serdia in late November, early December in 2019. So I'd like to start off by telling a little bit of a story how we met. At that time, when Serdia invited us to do a workshop, stem cell artificial intelligence Internet of Things workshop in Kimanis in Papar for 2 days, and there's about 80 people attended from the universities, polytechnic, staff, school students, and teachers. And so that was our first meeting with PKK, a team of teachers and students. And amazingly, what we, after 2 days of using this brand new invention called BrandLink, or also known as the Hakka technology, for reason that there's so many Hakkas in Sabah. And so we witnessed that and feedback from the teachers and students that this technology that enable them to make Internet of Things project is 10 times faster. So then we started discussing how is it going to impact on the graduate employability. If students can do and complete IoT projects 10 times faster, for instance, they can create vision with one line of code between the camera, mobile phone camera, and the laptop, which traditionally their contemporaries around the world will take about 100 lines and 24 pages. It's all in the internet. And so 2 lines of code, they will be able to make their own web page with 2 buttons to turn anything on and off around the world, as long as it's connected to that invention inside a Wi-Fi chip. So in brief, the invention is a web page that is hosted inside a Wi-Fi chip, which you can place anywhere in the world. So as long as you can access the page, you can conduct sensing, data logging, control, Internet of Things, and AI, which is underpinning Industry Revolution 4.0. So from that point on, over the last 6 months or so, even with the pandemic, we decided that this need case studies. So with such skills set that PKK students will acquire in collaboration with 10 countries, including the Royal University of Bhutan, the Triple One University in Nepal, of course, our universities in Australia, Ibadan University in Nigeria, Central University Institute in Cameroon, and Uganda Islamic University, and so forth. There's about 10 countries involved now. How do we solve problem created by this COVID-19? So we come up with the idea of COVID-19 online babysitting project, which basically, because of the pandemic, we will then conduct projects, make Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, STEM projects online. So this idea of COVID-19 problem clearly identified visibly is the tourism and the hospitality industry, which affects every country in the world. And so we then decided to use this skill set in order to make artificial intelligence apps for the hotel. For instance, Hotel 63 in Sabah. We are making apps in order for the hotel to send out to their excuse me, to the customers to welcome them back to Sabah after the pandemic. But for the moment, we said to the tourists, potential tourists coming back to Sabah, let's train your children how to make this Internet of Things project like what I just described, in order for them to learn STEM, Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. And then we'll get these apps to be charged at the iTex invention competition, which I'm sure PKK already participated for many years. And then with a good attractive price, like a return trip from their respective country in ASEAN and East Asia, welcome them to PKK, to Sabah, for with the price to visit Sabah. And so that is the project that came about in the discussion. And so I really would like to thank and appreciate the management of PKK under the leadership of the directors and the support from the staff, that this is going to go into a reality. What I'm in particular want to acknowledge is the fact that this project is very unique in PKK students actually will be able to mentor the primary school and high school students, first time ever in Malaysia, to be able to then effect this important Industry Revolution 4.0 skills when they are really creative at that point. So I'm going to close here and introduce the other speakers. And first of all, our long-time supporter, senior manager of the Australian High Commission, Mr. Adil Akbar, who's been a strong STEM education supporter for many years. In fact, Adil was in Adelaide as a student in electronics engineering, and he was one of the pioneering students in a 1 million ringgit university to school mentoring program in 2002 to 2007, that program. And so then next in line, I suppose, is the Royal Australian Air Force Wing Commander, Mr. Fernando Gonzalez. He's also has been a judge of the Royal Adelaide Show Stem Cell Invention Competition. And right here next to me is Mr. John Philip, OAM. He's like a Datuk of Australia, and he has been also tirelessly supporting all these STEM in schools project in workshop and invention competitions. And then I have speaking for a short time is Mr. Akmal Hussain, and who was a tourism company in KL. And I've been very fortunate to be made the honorary chairman of that company in order to apply artificial intelligence for tourism, as we saw just now, about making apps for the hotels. And then last of all is Mr. Bill Spur, AO, again another big datuk of Australia. He's the special advisor to the economic minister, who is also the chief minister and tourism minister of South Australia, Mr. Stephen Marshall.